Happy Thursday. It's a glorious Thursday. I was talking to my friend about this news. I don't know if he was paying attention to it. I know I did a video on this not too long ago about the Discovery card tracking gun purchases. Also made a video where some union in New York used their purchasing power against some companies, some credit card companies to push them in this direction. But we got huge news. We got a huge win. It may be temporary, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to bet the house with this news, but at the same time, it is a huge win because you can start using your Visa and your MasterCard until they come up with their final decision. Now, I do know there was several states suing the credit card companies, maybe Discover, and that may be what they're on pause for, but this is a humongous win for us. And we got to celebrate and reward good behavior whenever we see it. But of course, this is from ABC News. Visa MasterCard paused decision to track gun shop purchases. Visa and MasterCard paused their decision to start categorizing purchases at gun stores, a significant win for conservative groups and the Second Amendment advocates who have felt that tracking gun shop purchases would inadvertently discriminate against legal ... Really, man? ... Well, I guess against legal firearm purchases. The decision is at the same time also a defeat for gun control groups. There have been hope that categorizing credit cards and debit card purchases will allow the authorities to potentially see red flags like significant ammo purchases before a mass shooting could happen. But they don't really go into details on what they're really looking for. What would trigger this? Would it be frequency triggering it? Would it be a dollar amount triggering it? And since you don't really know if it's a gun or if it's a sweet, expensive scope or red dot or ammunition, it's hard to tell. It's just coming from a gun store. After Visa and MasterCard announced that their plan were to implement a separate merchant category code for gun shop purchases, the payment networks got significant pushback from the gun lobby as well as conservative politicians. I'm pretty sure they also got some feedback from their customers. I mean, this woken up a lot of customers, even if they probably didn't purchase guns or have any guns, they could see how this could be an invasion of our privacy. And probably they're looking at their customer base and not their stock price. A group of 24 GOP state attorneys generally wrote a letter to the payment networks threatening legal action against Visa and MasterCard if they move forward with their plan. There's also bills pending in several state legislatures that would ban the tracking of purchases at gun shops, which would have made it even more difficult for Visa and MasterCard to implement the categorization. In a statement, Visa indicated that the legal pushback was partially the reason that they have paused their implementation. There's also now significant confusion and legal uncertainty about the payment ecosystem and the state's action to disrupt the intent of global standards, the company said. Visa and MasterCard have said for the reason that the gun shop category was the decision outside of their control. I mean, us is within inside their control all they want. The International Organization for Standards, better known as ISO, is the group that categorizes merchant codes, and Visa and MasterCard were following their decision. I mean, it's your company. You either have control of your company or you don't. Gun control advocates lobbied for the change to the ISO, not the Visa and MasterCard. Further, Visa and MasterCard plan would not have tracked individual gun purchases. It would have broken out purchases at gun stores as a separate category, but not all large purchases at gun stores would have been considered a red flag. For example, a gun safe, which costs several $1,000s, would have been seen as a large purchase at a gun shop, even though the safe is considered a responsible tool of gun ownership unrelated to the potential mass shooting. Visa and MasterCard came to the correct conclusion. However, they shouldn't just pause their implementation of the plan. They should end it. Definitely, says Montana Attorney General Austin Knudsen, who led the 24 state GOP pressure to Visa MasterCard to drop the standard in a statement. And that's pretty much it. I mean, is this the same article, just rewritten? Let's see here, selling goods. Visa told Reload the decision to pause was spurred by legislation in various states looking to discourage the use of the code. I mean, it's pretty much a rehash. But still, I mean, this is a humongous win, and we should celebrate this win for the win it is. It may be temporary, you know, it may be temporary. In a new month, another decision will come from these card holders, which won't be favorable towards us. They're definitely looking into the legality, which is good. They're probably looking at their customer base and probably receive a lot of complaints from it. They're probably seeing the pushback from Discovery from being publicly stating that they're going to do it on April 1st, which it dawned on me that Discovery may be pulling the biggest April Fool's prank of all time, since they're choosing April 1st to implement this plan. I mean, that's more wishful thinking on my part, but still, this is a humongous win. This is a public statement. Oh, well, this one. I totally missed this one. Visa, MasterCard, and Discover paused their plans for new gun store code. Spokesperson for Discovery told Reload the company was removing the already finalized MCC to continue alignment with the reliability with the industry. Wow, this is even bigger. Even Discover Card is pausing this program, which is humongous. I just read that looking over. But yeah, this is a humongous win. Glad to see it. This just means that the peer pressure from legit customers and concerns go a long way. I'm not saying it's only that. It's also the voters are asking the government to get involved, also helping. Now, I don't really like getting the government involved in everything, but I do think this is humongous. Although I wasn't really concerned about the code. I mean, I was a little concerned, but I wasn't completely concerned because I wasn't going to change my habits. I was still going to purchase ammo online just because it's easier for me. So it really wasn't concerning to me to that level. But at the same time, I can see where people will get issues with it. But I'm glad that they're backtracking. I'm glad that they're at least taking another look to see if this is the route they want to go with. And it's a major win. That's all I can say. It's a glorious Thursday. And with that being said, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Do you think they're pausing it, or is this just a ploy to appease the unions in New York? Say, hey, we tried. We couldn't legally do it. Better luck next time. I'm sorry. Don't sell your stock. We made the attempt. It didn't go your way. I'm sorry. Or are they going to resume once they get the legality out of the way? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. With that being said, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.